Good morning, everyone. It is day 61, and we're at what's the name of this again? Helveys Mill shelter. And goal today: try and get to Wapiti shelter, which is another 24 miles. Yeah, I really didn't think I was going to make it here last night. We just lucked out after you do that incline, leaving Jenkins shelter yesterday. The it gets really level, and not only level, but it's not rock strewn, so you can actually get some speed up. And yeah, I was pretty happy with the result yesterday. A lot of other people stopped short about 5 miles from this shelter, and but no, I was happy I pushed on and made it for the evening. How about this picnic table? Look how thick those planks are. That's a picnic table. That thing ain't going nowhere. But yeah, it's a nice spot. Actually, one of those young guys from yesterday, he rocked up here at about, I don't know, like 5:30 this morning, and because he left Jenkins shelter when I was just about to have lunch, and so he walked from there to an area not far from where the others camped last night, and then got up at like 3 in the morning or something, or earlier, because he got lost repeatedly, and walked at night to get here, and he came here to get water, and so he wandered down the trail there, 0.3 of a mile, to go get water, and I asked him how the water source was, and he says annoying. So, well, I tell you, man, if you're not good at hiking at night, don't hike at night. All right, don't do it. He hiked at night, and again, getting up at like 2:33 in the morning to get up to Chestnut Shelter, the fully enclosed stone one. And he got up there when we were waking up in the morning, and he said he got lost going up there as well. So, man, if you're one of these people that are prone to getting lost in the woods, man, night hiking is probably not your thing. Hey, man, to each their own. Hike your own hike, even if it means the emergency services have got to be called, I guess. So anyway, plan is to get to Wapiti. I know one of my subscribers mentioned he made a note on the trail after Dismal Falls, or that area past Trent's Grocery, and check it out, or God, something along those lines. I tried to access it this morning, but I don't have coverage to be able to access YouTube. So I'll check again when I get to Trent's. I'm gonna stop at Trent's today and have some lunch. Well, I got a ton of food, but sometimes you just need a hot burger and some cold drinks. Yeah, so that's it. Walk from here, go to Trent's. Should get there around 1 or 2. Actually, later. Yeah, because I think it's like 16 miles or so before I get there. So, yeah, we'll have something to eat. And either make it to Wapiti or go to one of the campsites just before it. Alright, catch you on the trail. Yeah, it's a handy little camping area here. We're right off the trail. It's like a southbound. We're only about 15 minutes or so from the shelter I was at last night, and I've forgotten it already. It starts with H. Helveys Mill, I think it was. But yeah, you could fit easily 2 tents side by side going that way. We're about 50 minutes north of Helveys Mill, and I mean, you're on a ridge, so you're a little exposed to the winds at this time of year, but yeah, you've had a couple of tents here. Pretty good hammocking too. Very dreary morning. The forecast was for some possible showers today, so we'll see how that pans out. Yeah, 'cause it's frustrating. All these super high humidity days. I don't know what it is, whether it's a safety feature of the phone that it just cuts out the microphone. But at least when I edit these videos together, I can do a voiceover. So the frustrating thing is that, I can't remember how far, something that I'm showing you is from another point. Second thinking about going to Trent's grocery to eat. I remember earlier Riser went there, and I know he wasn't he didn't sound particularly enamored of the food, and he likes McDonald's, so I don't think it's going to bode well for me. Plus, honestly, I've got plenty of food. Sometimes it's just nice to have a hot, juicy burger, some melted cheese, and a cold soda. It's funny because, in my regular life, I really don't drink soda. I just drink flavored, like mineral water. But it's amazing what you start craving on the trail. Alright, see you in a little while. Well, it's heading north, and we're on this little precipice here. There's room for a few tents here. It's a little exposed, but probably better for hammocks. The ground's still a little slopey. Scenery's very blah today, so I don't think I'll be videoing much. But hey, if things get interesting, I'll let you know. Well, we've just crossed over the gravel road, which I believe is 611, and it's quite a handy little campsite here. Lovely people leaving their trash, and again, it's a little visible from the road, but in a pinch, if you're with a group, totally doable. That's sweet. We've got about a little under 2 miles to go before I think it's Jenny Knob Shelter, and I'll probably have an early lunch there. It's funny, I'm just not in the mood for mashed potatoes. It's one of those things, man. You give me meatloaf, I'll eat a bucket of mashed potatoes with it, but yeah, it's just not something I can get terribly excited about. Alright, gotta do a little bit of bushwhacking here. I'll get back to you at Jenny Knob Shelter. Yes, there's a reason for that. So this is the privy here at Jenny Knob, and that is a metal toilet. And no, that seat is in no way attached to the to the cylinder underneath it. Yes, it's an adventure. It's an adventure. Thoughts of falling to your doom inside that thing when the seat slips off. Good times. Good times. Anywho, there's a blue blaze there. The water must be down a ways. I'll have a look at the book. I mean, I've got to get water anyway. Let's hope it's not 0.3 of a mile like it was at the other one. But shelter's identical. Shelter north is 10 miles. A good picnic table. A fire ring. The tenting is not too bad. I mean, this area here, I mean, you could fit about 4 or 5 tents here. And if it wasn't raining, I guess you could form up at the back here where there's no rain coming straight off the roof onto you. But apart from that, there's not a hell of a lot of tenting. Can fit another spot on the other side of that. But what is nice, and I haven't seen this anywhere else, now those are bag hooks. And there's 2 of them. Those should be in every single shelter on the Appalachian Trail. That is awesome. Love it. All right, I'm gonna I gotta go find this water. It's already drizzling again. And see what's going on with this water supply. I'll take my phone with me, and I'll show you what I find. All right, back in a little while. Well, the blue blaze actually goes off the other direction. As you're looking into the shelter, there's blue blazes to your left, and they come down to this. And it's not great, but there's multiple places, you know, further up there that you can try. But this at least had a flat stone that I can put my bottles on while I fill them. All right, let's get to it. This is barely 10 minutes north of the Jenny Knob shelter, and this water's just as deep as what was at the shelter. So if you weren't stopping there for lunch and you're just pedaling on, this would be a good option. This is actually, this is probably an easier option because we're right by the trail. Yeah, the water source there is, I don't know, about 50 yards down a slope. It's not a difficult slope, it's switchbacked, but yeah, if you weren't stopping there. Yeah, this is way easier to get your water out of, and less leaf matter. Yeah, I'm definitely bypassing transom. Don't need it. What is nice though is another guy just rocked up to the shelter while I was having lunch. Trail name of Honey Bum, and he was saying that you can camp out the back of it, of Trent's Grocery as well. So that's kind of neat. And I heard a rumor that you could do laundry there. I don't know if that one's true or not, but we're going to do our best to get to Wapiti. It's about 14 miles. What's interesting at Jenny Knob Shelter, it says The next shelter north is 10 miles. Just slight discrepancies. Past Dismal Falls. Pretty sure it was past Dismal Falls. One of my subscribers said he left a double K there. And I'm pretty sure he was just referring to that. It's a great campsite. But I know somebody else has said that they were leaving trail magic for me somewhere. And without access to the internet while I'm on the trail, I can't remember who it was and where it was going to be located. But we'll leave it here, and I'll get back to you. Well, we've just been scooting down the trail here, and stream's just been running down here, and there's a nice little encampment here. Fit about probably 4 tents, maybe, depending on the size. So, over there as well. Good hammocking in here. Yeah, that's a nice spot. Wouldn't want to be in here in a flash flood warning, but totally doable when it's like this. Yeah, very nice. And this is only about 4 or 5 minutes past the other one. So within about 20 minutes north of Jenny Knob, you've got 2 campsites to choose from. And both of them are right by water, and it's easier water than what's at the shelter. Lots of fallen trees in here. It's a little bit of a worry. Just been passing a lot of fallen trees. But, you know, these are the risks you take when you're camping out in the woods. Can happen at any time. Especially with the really strong winds that you get at times, like incredibly strong gusty winds. That's a nice trail to walk on. I love walking on pine needles. So much softer than walking on, oh, I don't know, rocks, boulders. Temperature's dropped. It's dropped about 8 or 9 degrees since I left the shelter. Thankfully the rain's held off. Just been this fine misting for most of the day. Just enough to get, you know, slightly damp. Alright, well, we finally get to pull the phone out. I've been walking and falling water off these trees on this ridgeline for a good 40 minutes or so after you pass the power lines. So, yeah, nice spot. Probably room for about 3 tents, maybe. Some buddies with hammocks. Yeah, this is nice. It's more protected from the wind than that's heading north. than a lot of areas back that way. Whereas a bit more of a knife's edge ridge. Yeah, a lot of moisture in there. I'm not gonna keep the phone out for long. I don't need a repeat of the mic going out. But yeah, nice spot. Nice spot. All right, onwards. Good grip on this phone before we start walking. She's a wiggler. But yeah, nice river. There's a camp spot there, but it's the one I would choose. Because areas like this where people come to hang out and leave trash, certain type of people that come down here to do that. So, all right. Yeah, not a bad river though. Yeah, this is representative of the trail once you cross the asphalt road. I guess where Trent's Grocery is. It's a half mile to the west. No, I didn't bother going. But no, the trail's been nice. You do come up a hill once you leave that asphalt road, but it's nicely switchbacked. And for about half a mile behind me, it's a rubble field. So that kind of slows down a little. No, that's not my knee breaking. Knees are doing okay. I find that just taking ibuprofen in the morning keeps them pretty happy for most of the day. Especially with these rather lengthy descents. It's very tiring on the knees. Pretty through here. I'm going to put the phone away so I can get some speed up. This is our first water source. So it's coming up from the road that Trent's Grocery is on. There's a good flowing stream over there. I'm not sure if the trail's taking us around that, but at the moment it's pointing in that direction, so I'm going to put the phone away before I slide on these logs, and I'll get back to you. And this is just a few meters from where I crossed over that little stream. There's good camping in here. Very nice. And not a lot of fallen branches either. Trees look healthy. And you can still hear that fast flowing stream. That's nice in here. Very nice. There's water fairly regularly going forward, so I'm not going to stop here and top up. I've still got a full bottle. Shall continue onwards. Well, we've just been passing through rhododendron forest here. And let's see. couple of tents. I mean, I'm not... There's probably stuff back there that's flat as well. I would say we are about 3 miles maybe from Wapiti. Shelter. Yeah, it's a very pretty body of water that you're walking besides for the majority of the trek there. It's just cascading over smooth rocks a lot of the time. Unfortunately, most of the views are just through the trees. There's a couple of little outcrops there where you can walk out and get a better look at it, but yeah, very nice. Baby spruces. It's very quiet in here. Alright, we'll get back in a little while. And here we have our double Ks from one of my subscribers. And he was saying it was a nice campsite back here, so we'll go have a quick look. I got a little bit of time, so we'll catch up on down the trail here. KK for Kiwi. Well, that's where we've come. It's just a couple of minutes. Very nice. What a great camp spot. Oh, the gentleman was right. This is lovely back here. Very nice. And there's a little stream just running through here. It's not terribly strong. They're totally usable. Yeah, what a great spot. It just keeps going. Must be a trail leading to something else. Alright, good call, my friend. Thank you for leading me down here. This is a lovely camping area. We've just done a series of footbridges. The world's most slippery footbridges. And but there's this lovely, clean, deep, fast-flowing stream here. And it's just meandering around. Great water source. Awesome. We're continuing on this muddy trek, and I'll pick it up in a little while. We just come out to this lovely pond. And there's camping over there. And a nice little spot here as well with a fire pit. Whew. Must be, I think, about 15-20 minutes from camp. And it's a very gloomy day, so light's fading quick. I'll catch you back at the shelter. See, this is why it's nice to have a 3-person tent. All my gear is inside. sit here and get squared away with stuff. Awesome. Yes, it's raining.